Hey knowers, welcome to Know You Know. I am Mr. Tell. Have you ever wondered what places on earth you could go to find true natural healing? A place where nature has the power to cure your ailments? Today, we will travel the earth and select our top 10 places you could visit to find the answer that nature has provided for us all. Number 10. The Springs of Lithia Fountain. Located along the Ashland Creek in southern Oregon, United States of America, you will discover a fountain filled with Lithia water. The name Lithia Fountain was created by the natural lithium oxide present in the spring. These waters have been known to provide as health supportive since the late 19th century. This discovery was so fascinating that officials decided to pipe the spring water directly into the town with a multi-spouted drinking fountain near the city center. Therapeutic properties are associated with the natural sulfur and minerals in the spring, which are said to help to cure skin disease, aid in digestion, reduce cases of arthritis, and sore muscles. If this isn't some water healing, then what is? Number 9. The Dead Sea. This was a place of miracles from biblical times, and to this present moment, resonance of the miracles can remain in this body of water. The Dead Sea, which is not a sea, as the name suggests, but a lake, is located between Jordan and Israel and just about 30 minutes from the Holy Land of Jerusalem. This massive salt lake sits 400 meters below sea level, making it the lowest elevation and the lowest body of water on earth. Besides being breathtaking, the contained body of salt water has long been publicized for its health-giving characteristics. The saline concentration of the Dead Sea is said to be so high it makes floating almost a second nature for visitors. From slathering the black mud over your skin for exfoliation and alleviating skin conditions like psoriasis, to its professed natural power to fight respiratory illnesses such as asthma. The potassium-loaded water is also said to remedy arthritis and osteoporosis. In addition, being the lowest point on the planet, harmful UV rays are filtered through an evaporation layer above the lake, the ozone layer, and an extra atmospheric layer. This is known to protect sunbathers from sunburns and other skin-related damages, while maximizing the body's vitamin D absorption, increasing overall skin care. It is not fair to forget that the famed Cleopatra also journeyed here with her ancient Egyptian entourage to bathe in the soul-reaching waters. The healing regime continues to this day, as countless wellness seekers arrive to this body of water for special healing. The Dead Sea is not dead by any means, but a place where life is rejuvenated. Number 8. The Niagara Falls. Located 27 kilometers southwest of Buffalo, New York, and 69 kilometers southeast of Toronto, Canada. A group of 3 waterfalls in the southern end of Niagara Gorge is formed by the Niagara River, which drains Lake Erie into Lake Ontario. The combined falls of the ice flow rate of any waterfall in North America, which has a vertical drop of more than 50 meters. This creates the sounds of water unheard of and a must-see spectacular view. But did you know that it is believed that waterfalls are natural sources of negative ions, and the Niagara Falls is considered one of the world's largest sources? Negative ions are earthly molecules which are charged with electricity that may have positive physiological effects on mood and stress levels, which ultimately improves the immune system. The dropping avalanche of the waters of the Niagara Falls releases these negative ions into the air, which the body intakes, leaving a refreshed and a feel-good sensation. This natural creation may not just be a regular waterfall, but one that creates free medicine for its visitors. Number 7. The Healing Hole. Can you think of a water within another body of water that is so extraordinary that people will risk a journey through dense mangroves to reach it? Better yet, This area is also said to be a piece of the lost city of Atlantis. One such body of water is the Healing Hole, located on one of the Bimini Islands of the Bahamas. Within the deep mangroves of the island sits a well-like body of water where fresh water is pushed upwards from beneath, mixing with the warm seawater. The hole is about 15 to 20 feet deep, packed with a high salt concentration. Composition of the water here also has sulfur, magnesium, lithium, and alpha radiating particles. Like the Red Sea and other saltwater bodies, the high salt concentration is beneficial for the skin and muscles. People that submerge their bodies into this swamp have given true testimonies of the curative healing of the past skin conditions they once had, such as rash and allergic skin reactions, and it is said that these conditions are cured and prevented for a lifetime. So, next time you get spots, run to the secret doctor nature had provided for you. Number 6. Healing Forest, Japan. Have you ever heard of forest bathing? A stroll through the woods in the Healing Forest will give you that instantaneous therapy on your body and soul. Located on the Yakushima subtropical islands of Japan, this special mountainous forest region covers 1/5 of the island. This spot's homes of many species of plants and trees, and it would be a steal not to mention a giant cedar tree known as Jomansuji, which is said to be the single most oldest tree on the island. When visitors enter the forest and is being surrounded by its wilderness, certain trees like conifers emit oils and compounds to fight against pathogens and safeguards oneself from certain illnesses. These molecules are known as phytoncides and are good in boosting the immune system. Breathing in the forest air boosts the level of natural killer cells in our blood. Natural killer, or NK, are used in our bodies to fight infections, cancers, and tumors. It is also known that people get an overall improvement in their mood and mental state when bathing in these forests. And if you ever want a good night's rest, you just bathe within the woods right before bed. Number 5. Hoho Caliente Hot Springs. This may be the only resort on the list, but what led to this uncanny selection is the powerful water which fuels this spot. These thermal springs are a few of many hot springs located in Tejas, New Mexico, in the United States of America. The resort stands out from the rest for its apparent status as the only hot spring in the world with 4 different types of sulfur-free mineral waters, including iron, arsenic, sodium carbonate, and lithium. With all these minerals combining, the iron-based water is supposedly beneficial for the immune system. The arsenic spring is sought after for those that are in need for arthritis and ulcer pain relief. The lithium-rich pool helps with depression and digestion, and you can opt in the soda-rich pool for calming the nerves. One place with many doctors on site. Get your checkup. Number 4. The Pamukkale Hot Springs. Next time you seek a natural health awakening, look no further than the Cotton Castle of Turkey. This geological phenomenon is found in the western city of Denizli, Turkey. The Pamukkale Hot Springs got its name from the numerous cascading white pools with bright turquoise water surfaces. When looking from a distance, the white limestone patterns seem to resemble a fairy tale castle of fluffy cottons. These limestone walls are formed by calcium-rich waters from the spring, which temperature range between 35 degrees Celsius to an astounding 100 degrees Celsius. The combination of heat and rich minerals present in the hot springs are known to have several health benefits. For example, the ability to lower blood pressure, alleviating rheumatism, and helping with ailments such as asthma. Take a dip and walk through the medicinal cottons of water to be reborn. Just remember, no shoes are allowed. Hey knowers, if you have reached this far in the video and you are satisfied with the content, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Number 3. The Abusuki Sand Bath. Located at Kagoshima, Japan, in the southwestern tip of the islands of Kyushu. Most people know Kagoshima because of the most active volcanoes in Japan. With these volcanic activities, a natural sand bath was created in this side of the world. On this scenic strip of the Aibusukis coastline, locals and tourists have traveled more than 300 years to dig and lie in shallow holes on the beach. With volcanic springs lining the shores, the sand is warmed to a toasty 122 to 131 degrees Fahrenheit. That would be an equivalent to someone standing in front of you with a blow dryer blasting on your face. Studies have shown that these hot sand baths improve blood circulation and decrease bodily inflammation. Now you see why people are willing to bury themselves alive here. Before we move on to our top 2 picks, here are 2 honorable mentions. Number 2. The geothermal waters of the Blue Lagoon. Imagine getting a glimpse of a milky blue water with smoky emissions against black rock lava fields. Something from a fictional movie, right? Located on the Reykjanes Peninsula in the southwest corner of Iceland, the geothermal Blue Lagoon covers the surface of lava formations and awaits you. The origin of the water is that 2,000 meters within the earth, ocean water and fresh water mix in tectonic regions where heat and extreme pressure creates geothermal seawater. This water was drawn to the surface through geothermal extraction wells. Engineers assumed that when the water emerged, the runoff would be absorbed into the bed of porous volcanic rocks, but instead, a mineral-rich bed of mud settled and heated water turned milky blue settled on top, creating a pool of mineral-enriched water containing silica, microalgae, and minerals, the bioactive elements that produce this unique fluid for healing properties. In the past, people suffering with psoriasis at varying degrees have claimed to be cured by the waters. The silica in the water is particularly good at absorbing oil, which help those with other skin conditions such as eczema and acne. In addition, the mineral-rich water combats dry skin, ease joint pains, and keep organs healthy. Microalgae is said to strengthen the heart, lower cholesterol, and hydrate the skin. When planning your next excursion, look no further than the geothermal gift in Iceland. Its beauty and healing powers make it a breathtaking and powerful place to be. Number 1. Spotted Lake. The saline endorheic alkali lake sits northwest of Osseo in the eastern Similkameen Valley of British Columbia, Canada. The mineral-rich Spotted Lake is a sacred spot that has been used for healing for centuries. The glittering waters that shift in coloration from blue, green, and yellow is a sight to behold, straight from the heavens. The spotted surface even changes in the dry months as the minerals evaporate. This water also contains astonishingly high levels of calcium, sodium sulfates, and magnesium sulfates. Just when you think it couldn't get any better, there are 8 other minerals as well as small doses of 4 others, including silver and titanium. Each spot or circle in this water, which amounts to around 365, which coincidentally is the same number of days in the year, is said to perform its own healing and medicinal properties depending on the location in the water. This is such a miraculous place that the federal government acquired it from a private owner to keep it protected and untouched. Today, visitors are not permitted to enter this property and only can stay at distance to view. Even with these restrictions, the eyes can see to heal the entire body by this natural phenomenon. Hey knowers, thank you for sticking around for episode 1 of Now You Know. Please stay tuned for episode 2.